So we're making something that I've heard a lot about. I've never had them before. Croque Madame.
Croque Madame.
A very, very classic French dish. The bistros and you know, all the bistros in Paris, this is something you're going to serve. It's kind of like their version of a grilled cheese, right?
Right. This is grilled cheese to the nth degree, basically.
Really.
What it is you can make it easy enough at home. You take any sort of bread that you have. It could be a sourdough, it could be a bagel, it could be a croissant, heavy dough bread.
Okay.
And what you're going to do is an easy way to start is you take Dijon mustard, spread it on the bottom here, like we have here, like you would make a sandwich. Take some ham, you can use ham, bacon, I've done it with turkey, works just as good, whatever meat you want to use. And then you top it with some Gruyere cheese. If you've never had Gruyere, it's very good, and you can get it locally, and it's just fabulous.
It's delicious.
A little bit sweet.
Yeah.
It's got a very nice tang to it.
And you have to grate it yourself normally.
You have to grate it yourself.
But it's worth it.
Box grater is worth it.
That's the one thing you don't want to be skimping on here.
Right.
Now, that then goes into the broiler.
This you want to put right under the broiler.
Okay.
And you want to melt the cheese is what you're looking for.
Okay, got it. I'm working on this wonderful cheese sauce. Butter, flour, we're making a roux.
Equal parts butter, flour.
Okay.
And then you want to just take a whisk and get that all incorporated.
Okay.
It's going to want to look like a paste.
I'll have you hang out and do that. I'm going to get to work on the eggs. So it's a simple dish. Basically, it's, you know, eggs and ham and cheese. Great way to use leftover ham.
It is, absolutely.
I'm frying up a couple of eggs here, and you say at home you do it with olive oil, not butter.
I use olive oil. You know, I just find that I just love olive oil. I love the flavor. It's a healthy oil, and sometimes when you don't want to use butter, it's a great way to do it. You can use it that way.
Good to know. We've already got a lot of butter going on here.
So you're going to make your roux, and it's going to look like this. You're going to want it like a paste, and you kind of want it blonde. If you keep cooking it, it'll get real dark. That's where Louisiana cooking comes into play.
We don't want that.
You don't want that, but you want it nice and blonde. You want to cook it about a minute to get the flour taste out of it. Okay, because you don't want to taste flour.
So it's going to be clumpy like that, and that's what we want.
It's going to be clumpy. It's going to look like this, and then you're going to take 2 cups of milk.
Okay.
And you're going to add it in there, and you're going to keep whisking it. Okay, you want to keep whisking it. You want to bring it up to a boil, and that's when it's going to really thicken.
Okay.
It's going to thicken up on you pretty quick once you get to that boil, but you want to get it in there to make sure you eliminate any clumps.
I got it. My eggs, we just want them sunny side up?
You just want them sunny side seasoned, salt and pepper.
Okay, let's do some salt and pepper.
Have you ever had Croque Madame before?
I never have.
Never before?
Always wanted to, so I'm excited about this. I've only been to France once when I was in high school, and you know, I was a picky eater back then, so I had a ham and cheese sandwich on a baguette, but I did not do the whole shebang. No.
The whole shebang.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be amazed that once you go through the process of making this recipe once, it really becomes simple.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
It's just the mechanics of everything and knowing how to time it out.
Right. I mean, and all the stuff, except for the Gruyere cheese, you have.
Right.
I mean, you've got eggs, you've got, you know, ham or bacon.
The great thing about these recipes is that you can adjust them to your taste. If you don't like Gruyere, if you don't like Swiss, you can use a smoked cheddar, an aged cheddar, smoked Gouda.
Got it.
You can use pretty much any sort of cheese you want. You can cook your eggs however you want if you don't like them sunny side, but I just love the yolk.
Yeah.
Because the yolk just adds that extra something to it.
Sure. How's our sauce doing over here? Let me check on these.
It's doing really good. You want to check on that?
Oh, yeah.
Get the cheese melted. Yeah. Good, okay. So once the cheese is melted, you can set that aside.
Yep.
You want to bring the milk to a boil, like I said, and that's when it'll start thickening, and then you'll reduce it. It'll start coming down a bit. But once you start to see it, you can even see it now, starting to get a little bit thicker as it comes up to temperature. And this is the part where you want to add your cheese.
Okay.
So we have shredded Gruyere that we just drop into there.
That you hand grated earlier.
Hand grated earlier, and also some Parmesan.
Okay.
Add some Parmesan
so the
cheese in there.
So the 2 different cheeses in there. Now my eggs are looking, how are those looking? I don't want to overcook them because you said we want the yolk, right?
Want the yolk a little bit runny, but you want to make sure the whites are done.
Okay. So give it a minute or so.
And make sure the cheese is well incorporated and mixed. And this is a good cheese sauce recipe for anything. Mac and cheese.
Yeah, over pasta, whatever. So equal parts butter, flour, milk,
the roux.
And then we
milk,
put the cheese.
Reduce, add in the cheese once it starts to thicken and heat. And you see it starts to get nice and thick.
I want to dive into that. All right, our eggs are looking good.
Okay, so what you're going to want to do is before you add the egg,
okay,
we're going to take the bread, and we're going to top the sandwiches.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
So we got a double.
Flip it.
Yep.
These are going to be great sandwiches.
Okay.
Okay. And then You take some of this cheese sauce here,
okay.
and you're going to want to drizzle it over the top. Okay, just like that.
So this is like a knife and fork sandwich.
This is a knife. No, you're not going to want to. At least I don't know how you are, but maybe you don't want to pick it up. But I would imagine
you're not going to be able to pick it up. Yeah.
Right. So once you're done with that,
yep.
we can throw that back under the broiler.
Okay. So our eggs are going to hold. The eggs don't go on until the very end. I'm going to take them off there. So that cheese sauce is going to get a little bit brown.
Right. It's going to start to bubble a little bit. It's going to brown.
Keeps getting better and better.
It does.
We are going to let that hang out in the broiler, and then we'll finish this dish up with the egg on top. I can hardly wait. Jeff's going to stick around. What are we making next time?
We're making huevos rancheros, and I've lived in the Southwest for many years, and it became a favorite dish of mine. And you can get it in any Mexican restaurant, regular restaurants in the Southwest. So we'll give you my take on huevos rancheros with a green chili sauce.
Oh, that sounds so good. Stick around, more fun egg recipes coming up, including baked eggs with bacon brittle. Sounds fancy, but it's easy. We'll show you how to make it. Stay with us.